So by using the select function, what happens? We need to try to understand here. Select function, how does it works, and where we can use the select function, how we need to avoid it. That one is the two things we need to understand. So select function, generally what happens, your select function you can use in the two scenarios. So what are the two scenarios? Select function, simply you can see, if I want to select any list item, I can use. First thing, I have two options to use the select function. So if I go to here in the source module, if I have country data, country wise data I have in the source module. So in the target, wherever I want to use the select function, I can use in two ways. One thing is, select any list item, I can select like this. So US, if I select one US country only, it will get select. Whatever the country, US country value I have, fixed value, it will be there in the target module wherever I want. So I can select only one list item is the one thing, and another thing, I can select the top levels, this all regions you have. So both the times you can use the select function. So you have that functionality we can use. But if I select this one select function, what happens? If I country dot US, if I select, then what happened? It will be there in the formula. So if I use this one in the formula, so what happened? It is a structural data. So can I make list as a production? If I use somewhere, can I make this country list as a production? If I select like that,
No,
it's not
we usually
possible.
put
It throws
yeah,
the
we
error.
usually put location.
Yes. So
Oh,
what happens?
okay. Throw the rights. We cannot like
We cannot
usually we
select
cannot
here. Why?
on.
Means if any list item select in the formula, it doesn't allow me to make list as a production. So for example, I will
Okay, okay.
wherever I have used this select function, I have created some modules here. So here you can see module, so mapping transaction total. So you can see I have created with the you can see .01 test module with the transaction. So I have created data 01 module. You can see I have one module here. So if I have one module, so transaction list I have, line items, one line item I have created, transaction 1 2 3 I have created as a items in the transaction list, total I have all. So you can see 10 20 30. So I have the numbers, and total you can see 60. So if I have data like this, so if in the reporting 01 module, what I want, I don't have any dimension, here. So I don't have any dimension. So in this scenario, what I do, whatever the total I have there, so you can see I am getting .01. I want to see this total .01 total. I want to see 60 whatever I have, I want to see here in my reporting 01 module. Reporting 01 module, if I want to see, simply what I do, .01 test module, sales line item I will select, then transactional dot all. So what dimension did I use here? What dimension did I use? Transaction list I have used, correct? Transaction dot all, if I select in the mapping line item, I will get whatever the 60 I have here, I can see here. You can see transaction dot all, if I select, you can see 60 I can see. So this is how I have selected all here. We have the both the option. One, you can select the list item. Another one, I can select the top level. Top level means all I can select. So if I try to make this list as a transaction list, I have used with the select function. So you can see what it's showing error. You cannot mark transaction as a production data because transaction referenced by the line item formula for the reporting 01 test module sales. Are you able to see? Why it is showing error?
Yes.
Why it is showing error? With select function, if I refer anything in the formula, so what happens simply, it shows the error. So that is the reason, if in few scenarios wherever I want to make list as a production, by mistake if I use somewhere with the select function, it is throws the error, it doesn't allow. So for if I country list I didn't use anywhere in the formula, so can I make country list as a production list or not?
Yes.
I will go for the country, and country or location whatever it, for just for sample purpose I can make production, it is allowing me. So whenever if you use this location, these three location with select function, if you use somewhere, it doesn't allow you to make the production. So why means, if I make the production, simply I can delete the items, everything I can, it is possible, correct? If it is a structural, if I use the formula, can I delete these things? Structural things can I delete in the production, in prod environment?
No, you can't delete.
No. No.
We can't delete. So because of that theory, what happens? If you make list as a production, we should not use as a, here both the things are conflicting here. I am making here as a production. By using the formula what I have done, I am saying the structural. Are you getting why it is conflicting?
Yes. Is this only for select formula or any formula if it is reference?
Only select formula only. In other formula, we don't use like this. We don't select. Already country, you have used lookup so many times. So this list,
Yes.
everything you use it with the lookup. Lot of places you have used it with the lookup country. In
Okay.
module we have used correct in reporting the 0, 3 and
Yes.
somewhere. Lot of time you have used this mapping, correct? If you
So some lookup post.
some, you can see
Set.
some and look up wherever you go. Now here everything is the different formulas it is looking. You can see some country did I use or not? Yes,
Yes.
you can see system 0 details country. Some and look up, it is allows us. You can see some on the base of country. By using this one, what we are saying, system 08 country, sum on the base of system 08 country I am saying. So what does it show? If I go to system 08 module, why it is not throwing error means, sum on the base of system 08 country, this line item I have selected. So this line item, is it formula based or it is only input based line item, this one? Yes,
Input based.
input based, correct? So I didn't select anything here in the formula, whatever the country I have, I will, for example, if I, why it allows means it is inputs based. So we didn't write any we didn't select anything here country. So in the formula we select here anything, it is fine, nothing will happen. But the thing is, still it is production data, the data which is editable, blue color, it is editable. So if I write something by select function here, so what happens in reporting 01, what I have done? By writing transaction date all means, what happening to transaction list? It is getting
It's freezing.
formula, correct? This
Yes.
list going in the formula direct. We are selecting one item. In the formula we are selecting the item. So here what we have done? We didn't select the any item. We selected the country list we have selected. Country line item we have selected, correct? That is not list item. So because of that one, it is a country line item we have selected, that is input based line item. So nothing will happen. But the thing is, what we are doing here in the reporting 01, we have selected directly list dot all. So because of that one, top level we have selected, it doesn't allow. So select function, it is the fixed one. So look, sum and lookup functions are the flexible one. So you can do whatever you want. So not, it doesn't throw the error. So to avoid this select function, what should I do? You can see. So to avoid this one, what should I do? That is my scenario. So to avoid this one, this is the one of the interview question, daylight interview question. To avoid this function, what we need to do? So everything you have seen here, with the one same. I have this scenario too. I don't want to use a sum function. I want to use a sum or lookup. So for that one, what should I do? So for that one, I have avoided select function. Same scenario you can see. I have created another list, transaction 02 list and dat 02. Everything will be same. So I have the data 10, 20, you can see 10, 20, 30 I have here, and so this is dat 01 module I have. I want total in my reporting 02 module. So my reporting 0 module is, so this dat 02 reporting 02 module is this one. So in the reporting 02 module, I got 20, I got 60, same data I got. Same way I have 10, 20, 30 I have given. I got 60 here. How I got 60? You can see dat 02 sales, sum, mapping transaction module data total. So what I have done, instead of select function I have used sum, still I am getting the 60. How I got this 60? What I have done here, instead of select function, what I have done, if I use a sum function, in the select function, what I have selected in the first scenario,
So
transaction
direct
data all,
transaction.
correct?
Yes.
Transaction data all I have selected. Transaction data all I have selected. To get that one, to get same result what I have done, so you can see I have created this module, one mapping module I have created. You can see mapping transaction module. Mapping transaction module I have created. So in this module, one line item total I have created with the same dimension, transaction 2. Transaction 2 list I have taken and line item is a total. For this one, what I have done, you can see what line item I have taken here. Which line item? So it is the one total. I have created one more list, that is a total list. You can see total list I have created. In the general list, if I go, total list I have created. In the total list, only one item I have created as a total. Total I have created. In the total list, you can see only one item I have created as a total. Then this one, what I have done, I will close these things. This one, what I have done, total list formatted line item I have taken, transaction 2 module I have taken. Then in the transaction 2, what are the items I have? Transaction 01, transaction 02, transaction 03, 3 items I have. In the transaction 02 module also I have 3 items. Then for each and every item, what I have done, I have selected this total item, total list formatted line item I have created, and 3 times I have taken the, I have mapped only one item I have correct. So 3 times I have mapped to the all items I have mapped total. After mapping this transaction module, in the each and every item I have mapped my total list formatted line item, only I have one item I have mapped everything to total. Then in the final module, what I have done, whenever I am going to final module, you can see dat 02 sales, everything is same. In the same scenario, here also we have done same thing. Dat 01 sales, select and transaction all we have done there for the select function. Here what I have done, sum, mapping transaction module dot total. So whatever I have selected by using the select function there, that one what I have done, I kept in the mapping module, mapping transaction module I kept, and here one line item I have created to get all the details. Everything I have mapped one total list formatted line item. All this transaction 2 module, you can see what dimension we have used. Transaction 2 module line item is the one line item I have used total, that is total list formatted line item. You can see this is also one list formatted line item. total list formatted line item. So list and total. How many items you have in the total list? Only one item, that is a total. This one I have inserted in the total list item. Then you can see sum on the base of transaction module dot total. So by doing this one, what happening? 60 I am getting. So if I go to .02 module, if I select the different value, 20 if I select, 20, 20, 30, 70 I should get. How much I am getting? Yes.
70.
So it is adding. Perfectly it is adding. Why I have added exact number means in the .01 also I have 10, 20, 30. You can see 10, 20, 30. So I am getting total as a 60. This one we are trying to show in the first cell. Here also you are getting 60. You can see. So same value I am trying to bring in my reporting 02 module. So to avoid select function, whatever the select you have done, same thing you need to do in the mapping module. Mapping module you need to select that one. You can see we need to get the totals. These 3 items total I want. So I mapped these 3 items to one total list formatted line item. Then by using the sum, you can see sum function, sum on the base of transaction module dot total. So what dimension I should have here in the reporting module? I need to take this total as a line item, list I need to take line item. You can see sales, only one line item and one total we need to take. So by doing this one, am I getting the same result or not? Yes. How we are avoiding select function? Whatever the select
So
we are selecting.
can we create that listed line item in the source module itself? It would work, right?
No. You can see source module means source and our
In data zero, in
no.
data zero two, can we create that module?
Data
I mean,
zero
can
zero
we create that?
data zero
Yes.
it doesn't work. The thing is we need to map with the total, correct? It doesn't work.
Yes.
So here what is our intention? Source and we need to satisfy all the conditions of sum. So if I create, you can see if you create the same thing in the .02, so what dimension you have? If I create the same thing here also it works. Why it works?
Because target dimension is
You can see transaction 02 you have module. So if I want to create here also you can use, no issues. Total line item,
yeah, that's what I'm asking.
total line item you need to create same. That is the whatever
Same listed.
we are saying here, same thing, but instead of mapping module you are saying same thing we should create in the source and mapping module of the same dimension. Simply list
Yes.
and
And target module is present as listed line item
mapping.
here, so we can
Yes,
use some.
target dimension I have total, correct? Same thing this is,
Yeah.
if I create the any mapping thing in the mapping module or source module are same, nothing will happen. You can see same way I need to map each and every. You can see same way you can map here. Nothing is the difference for that one and this one. So if I create this one, so in the reporting 02, what instead of this one mapping I can say take the source as well. Nothing will happen. Everything is the same. This in the same way we have done. If I do transaction module dot sales, then sum on the base of a condition we need to take, total I need to take, that's it. I will get the same result.
Yes.
You can see reporting 02 .02 total. So if I create any mapping line item in the source module are is perfect, and source if I create in a mapping module with the source dimension, that is also fine. Both are same, not different. If I create in the target module, it is fine. With the target module, if I create one mapping module, that is also fine. We use lookup there, correct?
Yeah, but lookup we will not have a total addition of all the numbers in lookup. If we use lookup, we will not have total 60 over here. It will not add all the numbers, right?
No, it not add, only one by one we get, but the scenario is for the sum
Yes,
only, not lookup purpose.
yes, yes.
I'm saying if we, something if
Yes.
we are doing by the lookup means we create the mapping line item in the target module, or with the target dimension you can create one mapping module. That is also fine. But the scenario is we need to get the totals correct. If I want to totals, whenever you are saying summarizing the data totals, if I want, in that scenario we use sum only. Correct? In the lookup,
Uh,
generally will get the same numbers will get. We don't get any
oh,
aggregated data. So this is the way how we are avoiding the select function and how we are using the sum function. So this is one scenario. And one more thing, we have created, I have created here lookup. So how I create lookup, you can see. Instead of select function, same thing, how we can use the lookup. This one, for this one also I have created one scenario. So you can see. So in the dat01 sales line item I am bringing transaction dot. If I select any item, what happened, how it works, you can see. Select on the base of transaction 01. How much transaction 01 you have data here? 10, correct?
10.
10 you have. So if I select in the reporting 01 by using the select function, what happened? Dat 01 sales line item, I want data. Select transaction dot transaction 01 means TR01 means first item it takes simply. It will take the first item. Whatever the item, 10 you have, first item, simply you are getting the 10 in the reporting 0 module. So this is by using the select function I am getting the 10. Same thing I want by using the lookup I want. So how can I get, so generally everyone say we should avoid the select function, we should use sum or lookup. But how we will use, so that is the issue. That is the issue. So you can see how I am using the, how I am pulling the data in the reporting 02, same thing. So transaction 01, transaction 02, you can see everything is fine. If I go to here, that 0, what data we should get? Sales, you can see, select transaction 01, mapping module 2. So mapping module 2 I have mapped here, not mapping module 1. The mapping module, in the mapping module you can see same thing. Now I will get the 10 only. So how I am getting now 10? What I have done here? What I have done? What I have selected? You can see I want to select transaction 01 list. Here what thing we have selected? Transaction 01 we have selected by using the select function. Same thing what I need to do, I need to create one module, dimensionless module. Dimensionless module I need to create. In the dimensionless module, you can see list formatted line item I need to create. You can see transaction 01, 2, 3. Transaction 02 list I need to, what I have selected, that list formatted line item only I need to select, create. Then whatever the item I want to select, I can select like this. So after selecting this one, what happens? This one I need to use as a, in the lookup, in the reporting 02 module, what should I do? Same dat 02 sales lookup mapping module 2 dot select transaction 01. So that is the reason why what I am getting value here.
10.
Select the different thing. If I select the different thing in the mapping module, transaction 02, if I select, then what happens? I will get the 20. So why I am getting 20? For transaction 02, which value I have? 20. For transaction 03, you have 30. So if I select transaction 03, what happened? How much value I get? Yes, will get 30.
30.
Simply you can see reporting 03, 30 I will get. Why? That 03, how much value I have for the transaction 03?
Transaction 3 is 30.
30.
Transaction 03, 30 you have, that is the reason we are getting 30. So that what happening here, so if I whatever the thing I have used by the select function whatever I have selected for the second line item, you can see one item I have selected, same thing simply if I want to say instead of select function, how can I use the lookup function? Function is a little bit lengthy process. You have created one list formatted total, and that one I have mapped with that list, and you have some that one. That is a little bit one step is more you have here. If I want to use the instead of select function lookup function, what should I do? What I have selected, one item I have selected, same thing I need to create in the mapping module, and I need to select whatever I want to select by using the select function what I have selected there, transaction 01. Then simply what I need to do, same, instead of select lookup, instead of selecting list, what I have done, mapping and that line item, whatever I have created, instead of that one I have selected here. So if
So,
doing the if I am doing the select function, what I am doing, I am selecting list dot list item. So here what I am doing, module dot line item. Here you can see
yes.
is a flexible one. You can, whatever you want to change, you can change. But in the formula, can I change? If I want to transaction 02, can I change here? Yes. This is a structural data. Correct?
No, you
If I
cannot.
want to select, if I want, for example, transaction 02 data, I need to go to formula and I need to change like this. I need to, if I want to transaction 02, what should I do?
Manually replace it.
Transaction 02. I need to go to list and tr02 like that. I need to select like this. Still it is throwing error, some space or some it happened. Then if it is not working, then I need to go to general list and transaction 01 and open it, and I need to select I need to go to grid view. Now I need to select like this. If I want to select the transaction 02 list, so can I change the formula in the production environment? Is it possible? You can see. Now I have selected transaction 02 by using the select function. I am getting the 20. So can I do everything, this formula changing in the production environment? Is it possible? Yes.
Yes, if we manually change the formula only, we will get the data.
Good. But in the production environment, I can't change formula, correct? In the dev environment, I can change. But this method, how it is working? Can I change the selection or not? If I want different selections, can I select
Yes.
transaction 1, 2, 3 in the prod environment also? Can I change or not? It is the input line item. Input line item means production data. Can I change everything in the production environment or not in the deployed mode? Yes,
Yes.
I can change, correct? In the production environment also I can change whatever I want. But for if I want to change by using select function, how it is possible? Does it possible?
Not possible.
Not possible. Because of
No.
this, if anything by using select function, if I do, it becomes structurally fixed one. So we can't change in the prod environment. But same thing if I create a mapping module, and that one if I use by using the lookup function, same thing I am doing here, correct? Whatever I have selected there, same thing, transaction 01. Mapping module, select transaction 01. Same item we are keeping in the mapping module and we are selecting by using the lookup function. That's it. So I am getting the same result, and it is a flexible one, and whatever the thing item I want to select, I can select here. So everything is possible. So because of this one, if I why we avoid select function means it is a structurally it will be fixed. It is not dynamic. Lookup function and some functions are the dynamic. How dynamic means just now I have shown. Whatever the thing you want to select, you can select here. In the prod environment, you can select here whatever the item. But structural, by using select function, whatever I am using, we can't select. So because of this one, what happening, we will try to avoid the select function. It is like we generally we say it is a hard coding. Hard coding means we are fixing some item. So this
Yeah, in the
dynamic
formula
one.
itself, we are getting the item only in the
Yes.
formula.
In the formula, if you do anything in the formula, it is structurally fixed one. We can't change anything in the prod model. So, but by doing the sum or lookup function, what happening? We are giving flexible way. We are giving the formula flexible way. So, whatever the item you want, you can select, and you will get the result. So, it doesn't throw the error. If I make this list as a production also, it doesn't throw the error. You can see. So that is the reason transaction 0 to list. Can I make production or not? Yes.
Yes.
Is it throwing error? Transaction 01. We have used select function. I am trying to make. Does it allowing me?
No.
So transaction as a production data, because transaction 01 dot TR0 referenced by the line item formula in the reporting 01 test module dot sales 2. That is the reason I have created both the line items and both the modules and both the scenarios with the select function how it is working, and with lookup function how it is working. So and how we are using the sum. Is it clear how these things are getting differentiating? Yes. So we tried with most of the time we'll avoid using this select function, and instead of select function, say what we are selecting, that one will keep in the one mapping module, and that one will use by using the lookup function. So this is the way how it works. So the hard, what is mean by hard coding?
We have a fixed item in the formula,
Yes, instead,
or we are manually writing any number.
yes, manually writing any number in the formula is the hard coding. Instead of doing that one, what can I do?
I can reference it from any other mapping module.
Yes, I can give that number in the any mapping module. That one I can select by using the lookup function. That is possible. So by doing that,
If it is lookup, we will use source dimension as a listed line item in the mapping module. If we are doing sum of all the things, we will create a total a list called total, and then we will use the target dimension as a line item. Then we will select all the things in the total.
yes. So by doing this one, we avoid the hard coding, and our formula will be dynamic. So that's what we'll try to give the answer for the each and every interviewer. Most of the time we'll avoid how much possibility we have. So that much times we'll try to avoid this select function. So we'll
In any real-time scenario, like where it is beneficial to use select, like in
select
real-time
means
scenario,
for example, in which scenario means that that list is I don't make as a production.
okay.
It is a fixed one. Even though if I give the number, it doesn't affect. So in that scenario, we can use the select function to select any list item or select any top level. I don't make anywhere as a production. It will be fixed. That business use case is a fixed one. It dynamically doesn't
Okay.
change. In that scenario, we can use select.
Yeah, this is technical aspect that it shouldn't be in the production list. I meant to ask, like in real time scenario, is there any scenario we will use select function?
That's
I
what I
think
am
we did
saying.
it in
Correct.
sprint one. I forgot the example, like where we will use select.
That's what I am saying. This if I want to select any country data fixedly I want to give. If I want to give the totals top level, if I want to select for any item, it doesn't, the
Okay.
items I don't make as a production, it dynamically that business will not change, that countries will not get add, locations will not get add. So it is a business is a fixed one, dynamically it doesn't change.
Okay.
So in that scenario, if we can use the select function. If why I am doing the lookup function here means that we can make as a production, dynamically business may change. So if business is fixed one, no changes happened, if we assume like that, in that scenario countries it doesn't expand, location doesn't expand, in that scenario we can assume, we can sell, we can use it.
Okay. Okay.
So for anything, if we don't what are the best practices we have? If you avoid practice, what, why we are avoiding that function means, so dynamically we want to change. That is the reason we are avoiding it. If dynamically that business is only fixed one, no dynamic, then in that scenario, what is the need of using lookup? Correct? If business is fixed one, in that way we need to
Yes.
think. So the why means generally business will be dynamic one. So that is the reason we will avoid it. So this try to remember these things and try to implement with the different scenarios here, and then we'll get the proper thing. And yesterday Muzaffar, he has asked one question but he is not joined. So he said that he has one module. So only simple one module he has, and in that module what happens, he has like only one line item he has, and for that one line item he want the numbers, only he said only one dimension he has. So country line item and one dimension and one line item. So in this line item he wants 1 2 3 4 5 like that, he want the numbers he wants, so 1 to 10. So in that scenario, what how can I get means, so if I use this rank function comma 1, if I give initial number ascending means, so from small to big number it will get. So this sequential is your keyword. So you will get the simply 1 to 10. So how many items you have, so you will get simply, you will get the numbers. So like this, this is the one scenario. If you want the serial numbers, we'll use this rank function, and ascending and sequel number will use, so that we'll get the sequel numbers will get. So this is the one more scenario yesterday he has asked. And apart from this one, what are the other points you have prepared, some challenges you have asked, Yusuf, did you prepare any points on the challenges?
Sorry, excuse me 1 second.